Remember the Massachusetts judge charged with helping a twice-deported illegal immigrant wanted for drunk driving literally escape through her courthouse's back door to evade ICE agents. Well, tonight, a shocking new report. We now know taxpayers like you and me paid every cent of Judge Shelley Richmond Joseph's six-figure legal bills right up until the moment she was indicted. And as if all that free money wasn't quite enough, on top of her nearly $185,000 salary, now a friend has set up a GoFundMe for Judge Joseph's legal fees. Joining me now to talk about this, syndicated columnist, Fox News contributor Deroy Murdock, and Congress of Racial Equality leader Niger Innis. Gentlemen, good to see you. Deroy, first to you, what do you make of this?
Well, there are two outrages. One is that taxpayers are on the hook for all this money. But listen, this is not just some guy who got in a little bit of trouble because his papers were out of whack. This is somebody who was wanted for drunk driving. He was facing drug charges, already deported twice out of this country. And this judge says, OK, slip out the back, Jack, and off he goes. If he had been an American citizen, I think she would have said, you know, you need to do your day in court. And if you're convicted, you need to go to jail. And it almost seems now as if illegal aliens have more legal rights than Americans do.
Niger, that is the point. On several issues, we are now finding out that in fact, you're better off being an illegal. I mean, there was just that report a couple of weeks ago that illegal immigrants don't have to use the same documentation to get on an airline that citizens do.
It's outrageous, and my old buddy Deroy is spot on, 100% right. If it was an American citizen, God forbid, a white male Trump supporter, the judge would have been saying, bury them under the jail. Yeah. This is outrageous, what they're doing. I mean, and it shows the moral bankruptcy of the progressive movement and progressive thought. And by the way, it wasn't just the judge, but it was apparently the court officer that was involved in this criminal conspiracy to obstruct justice.
That's right. And by the way, she is facing 20 years in jail, so it's not like she got off scot-free. There may have been some disgraceful behavior leading up to this, but she does face some hard time. But Deroy, the fact is this shows what the sanctuary city movement is all about, because it's people like this and worse than this guy who, as you say, had an outstanding warrant for drugs or was in for drugs, had an outstanding warrant for drunk driving. It's literally worse than that, the people that are being saved by sanctuary cities. That's why hundreds of thousands of people are coming here. They figure it's a free ride once they're here.
They do, and it's actually a free ride for a lot of these people. I call them fugitive cities. I mean, sanctuary is a very positive, warm kind of connotation. These are fugitives from justice. The federal officials want to get control of these people, deport them in some cases. And the attitude among a lot of these left-wing cities is, oh, well, you know, we feel sorry for you, so we're going to protect you, we're going to shield you. And this includes people who've engaged in rape, engaged in homicide, people who've been let go and then have gone on and committed more crimes, killed more people, run into people in drunk driving incidents. So this is dangerous. This is a very,
Niger, again, I understand this is a minority, that the hundreds of thousands who are coming, it's a minority that are engaged or have been engaged in criminal behavior that may be looking at sanctuary cities. But it's just the attitude that this information gets out. Most people may not know how sophisticated a lot of the Central Americans who come here are. They all have cell phones. They all keep up with the news. They all hear about the rumors of how easy it is to get in, how the catch and release is a free ticket for most of them. The word gets out. That's the lure that is causing this incredible inflow of immigrants.
Absolutely. And of course, getting back to sanctuary cities, sanctuary counties, sanctuary states like California, isn't it interesting, though, that when the Trump administration dealing with these political asylum candidates, when we all know that they're really economic asylum or seeking economic asylum, isn't it interesting when he said, why don't we put the excess numbers of them in these sanctuary counties, in these sanctuary cities? All of a sudden, folk like Gavin Newsom and mayors and governors that supported sanctuary residencies all of a sudden panicked and said, no, we can't do that.
Yeah. Exactly right. And Deroy, the bottom line is that what the president wants is not only to tweak the liberals on the issue of sanctuary cities, but he also wants to change the immigration laws to allow immigrants. I mean, you have an immigrant family, right? From Panama. I mean,
Costa Rica, actually.
To Costa Rica to allow people who have talents, who have abilities that we need right now, because we do have more jobs than job seekers in America, to allow those most qualified to make the grade?
Well, there are two things. One is people who have certain skills, as you say, that we need. And the other is people who've already gotten here, who are waiting for their green cards, waiting for their hearings. I've got a friend of mine who's from Russia. He's been waiting about, I don't know, 9, 10, 11 years.
I've got a sister-in-law who's been waiting 12 years.
Yeah, and these people see this on television where people are waved across the border. Now in California, they're going to get free medical care. And these people are perfectly justified to wonder, why is it I'm doing the right thing, doing it the right way, and suffering while these other people break into our country and get free stuff and more benefits than a lot of American citizens.
And
it's finally,
Niger, I'm thinking that the folks who did come here legally, a lot of Democrats think, oh, we got the immigrants in our back pocket. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think a lot of the people that worked hard to come here legally are ticked off at the fact that there's so many people that are jumping the line of the people that Deroy was talking about.
That's absolutely right. And, the Congress of Racial Equality has actually processed a number of legal immigrants that want to come into the country, and not only come to the country and become legal, but assimilate and become a tribute to the United States of America.
It's the melting pot. That's what we cherish about this country. Deroy, Niger, good to see you both. Thank you very much.